Hey guys, it's Funk. This is a video about the difficulty I'm having trying to get an ace tanker in my Object 268. I've had my 268 for a long time now. I've actually got over 1,000 battles in it, and I've never managed to get an ace tanker badge for it. Sadly enough, of all my tier 10s, I've only ever aced one of them, so I'm not very good at ace. I just put it down to I'm not very good at tier 10, to be honest. I'm pretty good at all tiers up to tier 9, but I'm just not that confident in tier 10, and it seems like you need to have a pretty extraordinary sort of game in order to ace this tank. I've had a game with over 8k damage and I only got 1000 XP and a first class badge for it, and so this game happened about half an hour ago, and I've set out on a mission to try and ace it. So this is just showing you the difficulty that there is in trying to ace this tank. It's incredibly difficult, especially because the way to use this tank properly is what I'm doing now. You sit at the back and you snipe, and the damage you get is almost always being spotted by someone else, so you only get half the XP for it, which makes it incredibly difficult to ace it. I mean, in a city map, sure, you could go and brawl with it, but the armor's not very flash, so you'll end up pretty dead pretty quick, I think, if you try and brawl with this tank. I think maybe the only way to do it is to go in a city map and support and only pop out when the enemies are fired, so you don't take any hits in return. But again, that's going to be pretty hard to do. So I get spotted, so I'm going to run out of here pretty quick. I wasn't behind a bush and I wasn't far enough back, but that's alright. I didn't take any hits for it. But this is a pretty hilarious battle, to be honest. What happens later on is pretty amazing. It's yeah, and it was a good game. I did well. So it's just demonstrating how incredibly difficult it is to ace this tank. This shot was a bit of a poor shot. I should have fired earlier before I could only see his turret. But again, it's not an easy tank to use, this 268. The turret traverse is very, very limited, and you have to keep turning it like that in order to get shots, which kind of then ruins your whole aiming circle, and you have to re-aim again, and so every time you move it takes another 3 seconds to aim the shot, and often by then the target's gone and you don't have a shot anymore. So it's quite difficult to use. So I take a hit from that bat shot, but lucky because I snapshot him in return. That was a very lucky hit. So good trade for me. So the game's looking pretty good. We've got them surrounded. They're all camped up in the corner. So it's really looking like we're going to win this one. Here on this E75, I really should have gone for his lower plate, because looking at the post-battle results, I didn't actually do any damage with that shot, so that was a bit of a shame. So we had a lot of tanks over this flank. All of a sudden it's just me and this E4 on our own trying to hold it, and in just a minute the enemies start rushing us. So it looks like we're doomed. saw this, I just, oh crap, I just shat myself. See all these tier 10 tanks coming down. And I can see a blue player and a T49 coming, so I'm thinking, well, that's the end of me. He's going to get behind me and then I'm going to be screwed. A shame about that shot. Should have hit him with that one. But now I finish off this Foch because he's on low health. He might have already... I don't know if he's already fired his clip or not, but I wanted to finish him off. And now it's full health 268 versus me. So I ram him. And now what happens next is pretty hilarious. I've got him, I've got a full health 268 in front of me, I've got the T49 behind me. And boom, one shot him. I'd love to... And then the T49 rams into the back of me and kills himself. So somehow I come out of that alive. And I get 2k damage with one shot from that 268. I'd love to say I knew that was where the ammo rack was, but that was just sheer luck. I didn't know the ammo rack was there on the left side of the 268, I had no idea. I mean, how lucky can you get? So now I'm looking at my damage, I'm like, oh, I'm over 5k, I'm just trying to farm a bit more damage. Because I'm thinking maybe I'm in a contention for an ace tanker here. So I'm desperately rushing in, trying to get more damage. Full health VK, I'd love to get some shots into him. So there we go, I get one more shot in. And boom, there's the game. So I did over 6k damage. And what do I get out of it? 900 XP. 900 XP for 6.3k damage and a second class badge. So yeah, good luck with that to me. Trying to get this ace tanker, it's going to take a while, I think. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time.